Pops. The name alone projects fun, a time when Symphony Hall turns colorful and festive, where rows of seats are replaced by tables and concertgoers get to enjoy food and drink. But Pops is only a portion of the year for these musicians. They are, in fact, the Boston Symphony, considered one of the top orchestras in the world. With their season cut short, the musicians went solo in a series called BSO at Home. And now, no Pops. For violist Mary Furillo, this was to be her first full pop season.
I was actually very excited to play with Sting. I was really looking forward to that, and I think we were going to do Ragtime, and I always love when the Pops do musicals.
Furillo's disappointment is shared by double bass player Carl Anderson, who joined the orchestra this past September.
I was looking forward to playing with Sting. I mean, that would have been really cool.
No Sting, but both did play the holiday concerts and got to experience the Pops effect, if you will.
You experience it with your audience in a very different way, and there's nothing quite like looking out and seeing a kid who's never seen an orchestra experience something like that.
The Pops Orchestra is a really great orchestra. I feel like as a classical musician, you know you make it when you can have people like cry at the end of Polar Express. It's very touching. I now know after the Winter Pops how big of a deal the BSO Pops are. It's a really big deal.
This caliber of musician is not accustomed to making music virtually, but they did with Summon the Heroes.
I actually got kind of emotional the first time that we played through it. I had the music in my ears, and I was playing, and I just had this moment where I realized like I hadn't played with my work family in so long that I actually did get a little emotional.
It's really quite awesome. And big kudos to the sound guys, at the BSO.
More than anything, these musicians miss being home, this home.
There's one thing putting in headphones and listening and having vibrations put directly into your ears, but to feel it in a concert hall, there's a lot of energy on stage that you just can't recreate over Zoom.
You won't find anyone who won't have missed it so dearly and will appreciate it so much when we get back together.
I think I'll cry. I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about it. I can't wait to be on that stage. It's like being on the moon. I mean, it's incredible.
When it comes to hometown teams, count the BSO and Pops among them. Quintessential Boston is how the NHL put it when it tapped these musicians to set the stage for last year's Stanley Cup Final with this arrangement of Shipping Up to Boston. Courtesy of bass player Larry Wolf, who is celebrating 50 years in the orchestra.
I remember back in 1966 or 7, I was there to hear a bass soloist, and I said, you know, I'm going to play there one day.
That day came in 1970 when this Hingham native won an audition to become a member of the Boston Symphony Orchestra. Playing in the Pops, he admits, took some getting used to.
After I became assistant principal bass of the Boston Symphony, I became principal of Pops, and I went from the back, that back corner there, out to the edge of the stage. And then I started to realize what Pops means, to look out and see people just enjoying it. At certain concerts, I'll actually, during the intermission, I'll take my bass and actually lift it over the stage and drop it down to the audience level and go down there with them and let them play it a while. But that's when I started to realize what Pops means.
In his 50 years, Wolf has played under the direction of Arthur Fiedler, John Williams, and for 25 years, Keith Lockhart.
The Pops programming of Keith Lockhart requires the reflexes of a cat, which he has to go from style to style, to doing that which he is absolutely incredible at doing. Stops conducting, applause, picks up a microphone, turns around and speaks fluently and lucidly to his audience. How does he do that? Pops is entertainment with dignity. We are a world-class orchestra, and we would have to be a world-class orchestra to make Pops as credible and as sonorous as it is. I'm proud to be a part of it.
Proud also of how his colleagues have united to continue making music in this time.
You can't keep a good musician down. We may change formats, but we're not going to change our way of life and our artistry.